Good morning, all. Today I'm working on making a spool, sew-stitched spool. I've been wanting to make one of these. So I have, that's still attached, I think. Here. I have this fabric to start. And my plan is to attach it on here like this so that I can practice stitches and make this however long. I have more fabric. I have this terry towel that I will stitch to the back to give it, this is pretty thin, to give it a little dimension. But I want to use this as a place to practice the embroidery stitches that I'm learning, and just kind of like a meditation roll, a little slow stitch project. And I saw this in a video by Jo Mo, and it's so striking and so pretty that I thought I would try it. I don't think mine's going to be as pretty. Hers is really bright, and mine's a little bit not so bright, but that's okay. Basically what she has done is put on her fabrics, and then she has blanket stitched in a spiral in 2 different colors to make the bird pop out. And then these are some satin stitches, and I think these are some satin stitches around the eye as well. So what I did before coming to you is I picked out my fabric and my backing for my scroll, and I have, well, that was a lot neater a minute ago. Let's see, here we go. And I have picked out the fabrics for my little bird section. So blanket stitch is one of the stitches that I've already done for my A to Z book. So practicing it would be good. I have not done satin stitch, but that doesn't mean that I can't do stitches I haven't done yet. So I have invisible stitched these pieces on, and I have outlined my bird in this charcoaly color. They don't name them, but in this color. And I'm going to do the background stitches in this color. So far I have just outlined my bird in back stitches, and I'm going to be doing the blanket stitches. I think that she also outlined her bird's eye in back stitches. How far am I from the eye? I think I'll tie it off and go over there. I wanted something that I could, small enough that I could carry with me wherever, so that I can have something to do. I often take crochet, but sometimes crochet gets too big to be toting around with you. I also want to stitch more than I have been, so I figured this would be a good way to have stitching with me whenever I wanted. So we can do a little back stitch around the eye. I need a circle. I will never be able to do that. I'll never be able to do that round, I should say. A little bit more light. So, which eye? Oh, I like that one. That's a good size. That's good. I love this little template. Works really well for a lot of different things. I'm sitting here with no glasses on, wondering why I can't see where I want to put my stitch. Silly me. The chickens are going crazy outside today. Can hear them. So I'm just going to backstitch around this eye, and then I will come back and we will start our blanket stitch. Okay, I have my eye backstitched. I'm going to start in the background. She does not say how many strands of thread she's using. Her blanket stitch is pretty bold. I'm going to use 3 right after I figure out how to get this knot that I have in the middle out. Goodness. Here we go. I'm going to use 3. And I'm going to start right here. Trying to remember how to start a blanket stitch. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. I'm going to start my first one right next to, just get a little straight line going there. And then we'll be off to the races. I have like 100 things to get caught on, so I need to figure that out. I can never decide if I want to stitch right-handed or left-handed. So I'm left-handed, at least in theory, but I was taught to do everything in life right-handed because my whole family is right-handed. So I kind of do this kind of a combination thing that I do. I suspect a lot of left-handers are that way. So, no, I really caught things that time. There we go. Work on my where to put my thread so I don't catch on stuff. So that's the project. I will come back in a little while and update you. You don't need to sit here and watch me struggle with a blanket stitch. Okay, I have finished my first round of blanket stitch. I'm pretty happy with that. It looks pretty good. So I'm just going to keep going around and around and around my bird until I'm telling about here somewhere. That's my plan. Looks pretty good. Went better and a little quicker than I thought it would. Still struggling with which hand to use, but probably be my whole life of that. So I'll be back with another update. Okay, I have finished my background. It really gobbles up the fabric underneath. If I do that again, I will have to use a brighter fabric, I guess, because it really gobbles it up to where you can't really see it. But that's okay. The whole point of this is learning. So I have kind of sketched on a little bit of a neck for my little bird here, and a bit of a wing. And I'm going to do my bird next. She spirals around the eye, until she ran into where the wing would be. And then she kind of went down onto the chest and then did the wing in a different angle. So that is what I'm going to attempt. In other news, this thread, I don't know what brand it is, but it is horrible. Absolutely horrible. I was doing 3 strands and rethreading my needle whenever it came out was really hard to do. It would just bust up. So I don't know, I have to figure out what it is so I don't get more of it. But I persevered and was able to finish, and thankfully this is all that's left of that what do you call this? Floss, but skein. This skein. Oh my gosh, my brain. So I am going to do the bird next, and I did 3 strands out here, so I'm going to do 3 strands on the bird as well. I don't know how many I have left here. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's ideal. So I will come back as I get more done. Okay, I have finished my bird. Ta-da! I'm pretty happy with it. I am going to either cant stitch or shishiko this section over here, and then I will attach it on there like that. And then we'll see what happens next, what I will put in the next section. But this one came out pretty well. I worked on it for, I don't know, day and a half, 2 days, on and off. Not super fast. It is slow stitching, but I don't know that it looks like the inspiration. Like my husband said, she picked really bright colors and I didn't. My fabric just disappeared in the back. But that's okay. That's the whole point of this, is for me to have a place to practice stitches and learn and figure it all out. Thanks for watching.